Hi everyone, this is Heather. Thanks for joining me. Today I've got a card tutorial for you using some of the brand new product from the Stampin' Up 2017 Holiday Catalog. I'm going to be making this cute window card with Santa and his reindeer flying over some houses, looking through a window. Isn't that fun? So the new products that we're using are a new stamp set called Hearts Come Home. And this is a really cute set. It's got lots of nice sentiment. It's got 3 houses, 2 sizes of trees. It's got Santa and his reindeer, a couple of stars, some snowflakes, some smoke for out of the chimney, a crescent moon, and some really great words. I love that. Joy to the world. So this is Hearts Come Home. We're also going to be using some new papers, and these are 6x6. This is the Quilted Christmas. I'll kind of flip through that. So these are 6x6 printed papers, and really pretty red, white, and green with a lot of stitching for the holidays. And they're also going to be using 2 different dies. One of them is new and one of them is not. This is the window die from the Hearth and Home set. This is in the regular catalog. It is still available. And they're also going to be using this gift tag that is in the brand new Santa Builder framelits dies. And this coordinates with the adorable Santa suit set. So it's got like a clothesline and Santa reaching up to get some of his clothes, and I love that he's in his little undergarments there. And so you can build some really cute scenes with this. And in addition to the die cuts that cut out the stamped images, there is also a really great tag die. So this is a good one for all year round for any kind of gift tags. And there's also some little extra small pieces that will cut off some designs in the tag there. So we're not using the stamp set, but we are using the tag that comes from that die set. Get that out of the way. So what we're going to need is some red cardstock. I've just taken a piece of 8.5 by 11 red cardstock. I've cut it in half and scored and folded it for my card base. And then this is some of the pattern paper from the Quilted Christmas. Yeah, just wanted to double check. I'm not sure. I'm not up on all the brand new names yet. So this is what it looks like from the back. It has some trees and everything. But I thought this kind of reminded me of the pattern on wallpaper for a wall, like you're looking out the window. And the pattern paper is cut to 5 1/4 by 4. Then you're also going to need just a small piece of white, and this is cut to about 3 2/4. It just needs to fit behind the window die. And then a piece of window sheet, plastic, acetate, whatever you've got handy, and this is cut to the same size as the white piece. A little bit of ribbon for the tag, some enamel embellishments for the nose. I wanted it to kind of look like Rudolph's nose was shining at the front of Santa's sleigh there. And then to save time, I've pre-cut the die cut images just using my Big Shot. So this is the tag, just cut it out of white cardstock. This is the window, and I've pre-die cut that out of some brown cardstock. So to get started, we're just going to take our regular adhesive and tape our pattern paper to our card base and just get that centered, and you'll have just a little bit of a border around the edge like that. Set that aside. And then we're going to get our white piece and we're going to build our scene. So I'm using several different ink colors. I've got Pear Pizzazz, Cherry Cobbler, Pool Party from Stampin' Up. So it's kind of a kind of a bright blue, a really good deep red, kind of a medium, well, pear green color. And then I also wanted a gray. I didn't have really a gray that was exactly like what I wanted from Stampin' Up, so I'm just using London Fog from Memento. So you use whatever ink colors that you have, that will work. And we're using quite a few of the stamps from this set. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp the houses down at the bottom. So I'm going to grab this house and the red ink and ink that up, and kind of in the lower left hand corner of our white piece of paper, I'm going to leave a little bit of edge down at the bottom just so that you have enough to attach it behind the window die. I'm going to stamp out that red house, and we are done with the red. Now I'm going to grab the green and do the other house. Ink that up really well. And stamp that on the other side. So we've got our little houses there. And next I want to stamp out Santa. And I want to make sure that he's kind of where I want him to be in the window. You know, I want to make sure that he's not going to be up too high or anything like that. So what I like to do in this case is sort of lay it where I'd like it to be and take a pencil and just make just a little bit of a mark, just so that when I move that window die, I kind of know where I want Santa to be. So he's not up too high or too low. So I'm going to take the gray ink and ink up our Santa and his reindeer. And sorry if you see my shadow here, just want to make sure I get, so I'm just kind of using those pencil lines there to sort of make sure that I get him in the area that I want him to be. And I'll bring my die back over, just make sure that, yeah, so he looks really good there. Let's take my eraser and get rid of those pencil marks. Oop, I left a little bit of a smudge. So we're just going to erase away those pencil marks. Let's see if I can get that a little bit better there. Well, the other thing we can do too is that we've got some snow coming in, so if you ever have any smudges or anything, it's a good thing to do to cover that up. And while we've got the gray out, I do want to add a little bit of smoke coming out of one of the chimneys. So that just adds a really cute touch. And we're done with the gray. So I'm going to bring the little snowfall over with the pool party and just stamp lots of little snow falling down around Santa and the reindeer down towards the houses. And if you cover up anything, it's okay because it just would be snow falling in front. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. That looks cute. And before I forget, I'm going to grab my little red enamel dot and attach that right in front of the nose of that front reindeer there. Isn't that cute? And we're going to grab our red ink back. And I love this Merry and Bright sentiment. It's really pretty. Tag that I die cut earlier, and we're gonna ink up that sentiment and stamp that on our tag. Like so. And I'm gonna take a piece of ribbon, oops, sorry, hit the camera there, and this is about 7 inches of ribbon. And I'm going to fold my ribbon in half, like that. And then I'm going to put the loop of the ribbon through the hole from the front to the back. You could go back to front. It'll give you a little bit of a different look. And push that loop partially the way through. Grab the tails of the ribbon, put them through the loop and pull. Now don't pull too tight because you don't want to tear your paper, but that gives you a really nice, I call it a bookmark tie, because a lot of times you'll see bookmarks that look like that. And then we're going to take our scissors and trim that off. And I always like to cut ribbon at a little bit of an angle. A lot of times it will help it to not fray. Okay, so I've just left a little bit of tails on there. I'm going to set that aside. We were done with all of our stamping. So we're going to grab our piece that we stamped, our die cut window, and our sheet of acetate. So I'm going to turn my window die over, lay my acetate sheet down, and just take a little bit of regular tape and tape that down. And we don't have to, you know, tape it on all the sides. It's not really necessary. We're not making a shaker card or anything. We just want to make sure that that's gonna hold in place. And then I wanted the window kind of popped up away from the image just a little bit. It gives it a little bit more dimension, but it also gives it a little bit of room for the enamel piece. So I'm going to take some foam squares. You can use whatever you've got. If you've got foam tape, you can just cut it into little, oh, these are so sticky. So I'm just going to put one in each corner on the back of the window die. Peel off that paper on the back. And I'm going to get up over top of the image that we stamped and get it lined up how we want it. And that foam tape will kind of grab in areas that white piece that we stamped. So bring our card base over. I'm just going to add some regular adhesive to the back of the white, and some of that foam tape is still sort of sticky, so that'll help to hold that down as well. So kind of up a little bit just so that we have enough room for our tag. We're going to put the window down, that, and then again with the regular adhesive, tape down our tag here, just at a little bit of an angle. I just wanted to tuck it under the window a little bit, like that. Isn't that fun? I absolutely love this Hearth and Home window die. I've done so many cards with it. It just makes a really neat addition to any scene that you'd like to make, like you're looking out of a window. So it's a really quick, fun, easy card to make. Again, we're using some of the new pattern paper called Quilted Christmas. We used the Hearts Come Home stamp set and the tag die from the Santa Builder set. So these are all available now from the 2017 Stampin' Up catalog, and I will link to their website below in the description. I hope you enjoyed this card tutorial. I really appreciate you joining me today. This is Heather, and have a great day. Bye.